And ILTV is on the ground in Gaza, where our very own executive editor, Maayan Hoffman, says thousands of tons of humanitarian aid sitting in idle at the Kerem Shalom crossing, just waiting to be picked up. Now, Maayan takes a look at what's really happening at this pickup site and asks why Israel is being blamed for a crisis others are failing to solve. Let's take a look.
So thank you. I came in here today because I wanted to see with my own eyes what is happening on the ground. I am in Gaza, on this Gaza side of the Kerem Shalom crossing. And what we have here are thousands and thousands of tons of humanitarian aid that is earmarked, that is slated for the people of Gaza. But it is sitting here in the boiling sun. Israel has enabled all of this aid to enter the Gaza Strip in order to help the people of Gaza. But once it enters this crossing or any of the others, the responsibility for the aid turns over to the international community, namely the United Nations. But still, you can see, and I'll take you around in just a moment and explain the situation. The aid is sitting here in the bolstering, burning hot sun, getting ruined instead of getting to the people of Gaza.
I'm seeing an endless array of foodstuffs, personal items, milk for babies, mattresses for families, winter clothing, just sitting here and rotting under the Gaza sun, because of the so-called humanitarian agencies like the UN and other affiliated agencies simply refuse to distribute it to the people of Gaza. What is true is that the UN is in cahoots with Hamas. It refuses to distribute food. 9 out of 10 of every UN truck is looted by armed Gazans from Hamas and other terrorist organizations. We know that the drivers of UN trucks are members of the Hamas Union, so that Hamas knows where the trucks are going to be, what's on the trucks, where to loot them.
According to the most recently released COGAT data, on August 5th alone, more than 300 trucks entered Gaza. 300 trucks of aid were collected and distributed. More than 800 packages were delivered from 8 countries. 3 fuel tankers entered for humanitarian needs, and 110 aid pallets were airdropped. President Isaac Herzog, during a visit to Estonia yesterday, called on the international community to stop believing what he described as Hamas's falsehoods.
In the last 2 weeks, Israel has overhauled the entire approach to the humanitarian situation. 30,000 tons in the last week. 30 tons only by airdrops yesterday, let alone trucks. Almost 800 trucks the UN can distribute and is failing to distribute. But instead of that, we see a PR campaign like this one. This is from yesterday by German media. You see a photographer staging Gaza people to show that they are lacking food, whilst there's food there behind them. We ask the world not to fall into the lies, condemn Hamas, and say to Hamas, you want to move on? Get the hostages out.
Israel says it has done its part, opening crossings, approving merchants, and enabling aid. But on the Gaza side of the Kerem Shalom, the humanitarian crisis continues, not from a lack of aid, but a failure to deliver it.